Another area the study explored was payment by results. Should agencies offer this to clients, and does it work?
It does work. It works for agencies who offer it to clients. The thing about payment by results is it's very difficult for an agency and client to agree the criteria under which it's going to be judged. And usually these things are set up on the basis of hard data, response, money actually in the till for the client, but inevitably it comes down to softer values such as service satisfaction, proactivity, that sort of thing. Clients like to hear it, agencies should offer it, but it's very difficult to make it actually work in a tangible way.
In a minute, I want to ask you if there are any alternatives to the formal pitch. But before that, I want to understand why client and agency relationships break down in the first place. What do you think are the main causes for the divorce, Ben?
I think that there are problems at a junior and a senior level. I think clients want to know that you're concentrating on their business. And that means that you're doing two things well. Concentrating on are the results coming through for them? Is the work working? Are there good senior relationships? And at the bottom level, is the administration good? So you actually have to concentrate at two levels to make sure you've got a healthy relationship. One is the strategy right? Is the creative right? And the other thing is, are we picking up the phone on time? Are we doing our contract reports on time? Do we have the right people on the business? So it's the onus is always on the agency as the supplier to make sure they're doing those things and to keep checking in with clients to make sure that they've got a health check running with the client.
So, Tim, do clients have any real alternatives rather than putting their account up for a competitive pitch?
Well, they do, and a client can be quite imaginative about this. I mean, for example, in a situation where the client is happy with the agency relationship and service dissatisfaction is the number one reason why clients put their business up for pitch. But if the client is happy with the relationship but not happy with either the planning work or more likely the creative work, the client can invite the agency to do a one-agency pitch. In other words, redefine the brief, give the agency a one-off opportunity, and they either continue or they don't. The second alternative is for the client to invite a series of agencies in and give each of them a strategic brief without the creative work. So perhaps selecting more agencies than they would do for the whole pitch. And then on the basis of a strategic presentation, take 2 or 3 of the winning agencies and give them all a creative brief to work on for, say, 3 months, creative projects, so they can see how they perform in practice. And frankly, if the client is liking the creative work and the planning work, but the relationship isn't working, then the client and agency can look to perhaps bring in an intermediate to see if they can make the relationships work more effectively. So there are alternatives. It is a very kind of serious matter putting the whole business up for pitch, and maybe an agency can be a bit more proactive about suggesting to clients how they could do something as an alternative for the benefit of both relationships.